fighting June 15th. I'm on his ass.
That's cool.
Promise
you got it.
I promise.
Yeah, you got it.
I promise you.
What did you do? Why you so mad?
I'm gonna break you up. I'm telling you. Every time I tell y'all something,
you know what happened.
Don't it happen? I'm telling you, I'm gonna break you up.
On June 15th, 2024, Frank Martin challenged Gervonta Davis in Las Vegas, Nevada to take the WBA lightweight championship belt. With plenty of bad blood between these two fighters, this was a showdown for the ages, but no matter what Frank Martin said, he clearly wasn't prepared for Gervonta Davis, who gave him a lesson in humility.
You know, he got his power. He could box when he want to box, but shit, we're gonna take everything from him.
These two fighters were not the biggest fans of each other, but their drama stemmed much farther back than the pre-fight sessions. The rivalry between Gervonta Davis and Frank Martin had been boiling ever since a previous sparring session between the two back at Floyd Mayweather's gym.
That's another thing. You never clipped me. What are you talking about? I didn't clip you. No, you did not. You caught me with a good shot. That's it. That happened in boxing. You never clipped me. I never shook none of that. So you didn't talking about shook the fucking room. You don't even hit that hard.
It was clear that they had two different memories of the sparring session, and neither one was going to concede without proving themselves in front of the world in the ring. Gervonta was coming off dominant wins over Ryan Garcia, Hector Garcia, and Rolly Romero, and he was more than prepared to keep his win streak alive.
Down goes Romero!
Meanwhile, Frank Martin was coming off his own win streak after a win over Artem Harutyunyan.
Under a minute left in the fight, and Harutyunyan forced to take a knee, goes down officially for the first time.
It was clear that Frank Martin knew that this would be his one chance at taking the belt from Tank Davis, and he wasn't about to let this chance slip through his fingers. They seemed more than prepared and willing to prove their mettle in the ring against each other.
What make me different? What's inside me? You know what I mean? My mentality, like my just determination to win. You know, especially in moments like this, me being doubted, I eat off that.
The way he carried himself and the way he spoke like he had insider knowledge actually got under Tank's skin.
I'm gonna split them open.
That's
I
cool.
promise
You got it.
I promise
Yeah, you got it.
I promise you.
What did you do? Why you so mad?
I'm gonna break you up. I'm telling you. Every
know
time
what
I
happened.
tell y'all something,
You know what happened.
Don't it happen? I'm telling you, I'm gonna break you up.
Y'all wanna know
I
some
promise
shit?
you, I'm gonna break you up.
Y'all wanna know
I
something?
promise. Look at all that.
Y'all got it.
Davis firing back wasn't fear, it was annoyance. The kind of irritation that made Davis sharpen his focus even further. As the fight drew closer, fans and pros were buzzing about the former sparring partner's angle, wondering who truly learned more from those early sessions. Did Martin know weaknesses the world hadn't seen yet? Or was he reading too much into sparring stories that don't translate under bright lights? This wasn't just a title defense anymore. It was pride, ego, history, and old gym grudges all rolled into one. When fight night arrived, all the talking, all the claims, and all the sparring memories meant nothing. It was time to find out who the real lion of the division was.
Gervonta Tank Davis, 5th appearance in Las Vegas, headlining his 7th consecutive pay-per-view, and in the main event here on the 100th Championship Fight Night at the MGM Grand Garden Arena for the first time.
As a reminder, obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. Touch him up, good luck.
Frank seemed to be in control of the action with his jab, bodywork, and overhand, while Gervonta kept to the outside to be more cautious.
The Ghostbusters theme, his team has t-shirts with "Who You Gonna Call?" Well,
and Martin's a really good one, just like Tank. And so far, he's the only one who's been landing so far with jabs. There's a jab from Tank. But Martin's been landing the left hand to the body and a straight left hand. He's ahead in this round so far. You saw how nice Martin got out of that corner when he got trapped in the corner by Tank.
His footwork is amazing.
He got under and around and ended up picking Tank up on his shoulder.
Frank kept working the body with his jabs and controlled the pace of the fight, while Davis tried to land some counters here and there throughout the round.
Yeah, both fighters really relaxed, really alert, locking eyes. I mean, just both of them waiting for one or the other to make a mistake, really.
Tank putting on really good pressure right now. Even though he's not throwing anything, he's making Frank Martin work by
staying off the right hook behind the guard of Davis by Martin. So Martin again throwing many more punches than we expected, but he really was incredible in that what was supposed to be a 50-50 fight against the then unbeaten Michel Rivera. He took Rivera to school, the biggest win of his career.
You can just sense it. Anything can happen in any given moment.
Yeah, you know,
Tank Davis fight. Oh, nice counter to the body by Davis.
While Davis tried to up his output in this round, Frank managed to outland Davis by quite a bit, and his accuracy and volume was on point.
Stick and move, utilize that fast move.
And I think as well that he wants to tire out Frank Martin by keeping him on guard all the time.
You wonder if that'll happen with an athlete like Frank Martin.
Well,
it can.
With Tank on your tail.
Yeah, but again, he's never faced an athlete like Frank Martin.
No, I agree, but there's a lot of mental strength.
And a guy who's really ready mentally and otherwise. I get what you're saying,
yeah,
but
same here.
It's only round number 3.
Yeah, exactly, but
there's a nice left hand from Davis, lead left hand, and he has Martin now in the corner.
He does.
And there's the jab, and there's that counter left. Jab to the body by Davis. 1-2 over the top by him. Moved the millimeters, his defense, his ability to utilize his ring IQ and his boxing skills. Yes, it's not even so much as an exciting fighter. Good combination lands for Martin.
From here on, Davis started taking over the fight. Davis started working Martin's body with heavy shots towards the end of the round, and he managed to send Frank into the ropes to give him the edge.
The line has changed.
And of course, you got Martin leading, taking those rounds. And again, like you said, Joe, he's doing all the right things. Volume, 1, 2, 3, back to the jab, moving to the side, not giving Davis any moment to get off.
Davis. Power punches, huge edge for Martin. Nice lead left lands for Davis. Goes downstairs.
That's smart of Tank to go to the body instead of keep trying to go to the head. You know, Frank Martin's very hard to hit to the head, and he landed some solid body shots on Frank Martin.
That was an arm punch also, breaking down the arms.
Watch your hands, watch your Tank Davis just whistles those punches, and you know if you get clipped by one of those, you're in trouble.
Final minute of the 4th round. And very much going according to what I guess a lot of experts planned, that Martin would bank early rounds and then we'd see what would happen in the second half of the fight. Well, Tank even went public on social media, predicted a 9th round knockout of Frank Martin. 30 seconds left, and Martin said, hey, watch it, I can knock out Tank Davis too, you know.
That was a good body shot from Davis. Again, you can't get repetitive if you're Martin.
No way.
Davis is reading you.
Instantly, he'll respond there. The left hand. Now Davis beginning to open up. The crowd anticipating it.
Davis applied more pressure during this round, and he continued to corner Frank while cutting off any advantages he may have found. Martin did manage to counter quite a bit, and that made this a close round.
Stairs. Martin continues to back up Davis, walking forward, short steps. The vision.
Nice.
Fully locked in. Good defense. Martin, Davis saying, bring it. Of course he wants him to bring it. Don't get counter with the left.
Yeah, don't stay on the runs, Martin.
Frank Martin pulling some real magic tricks out of the corner there and off the rope to avoid getting tagged by. Good jab by Frank Martin.
Yeah,
He's
really
been using
good.
it very well tonight. At the right time, he's timing that jab well.
Uppercut, right hook.
I think Frank Martin's having a good round again this round.
Davis used overhand lefts and jabs to corral Frank into the corner where he could pick him apart, and Frank was visibly slowing down and having trouble keeping up with Gervonta.
A little slip and a little, left hand over the top. It was a counter over the jab of Martin by Tank, and it was a solid one. But
Nice lead left hand by Martin.
yeah, he gets it back.
And that's how you get him off rhythm.
The best ever connect percentage against Tank Davis was Leo Santa Cruz, but Davis knocked him out. And now Martin is landing at 29%. So Martin having the best success of any fighter against Tank Davis. But Davis is getting closer and closer with a minute and a half left in the first half of this 12-round affair. And Tank lands a chopping left hand as he's allowed to walk in uncontested.
Well, that's the second session out of that corner, but that was the only one he landed. Frank Martin pulled a nice Houdini out of that corner on that first set of punches that Tank was throwing at him.
Yeah, Tank definitely not respecting that power from Martin, getting in easy. But again, Martin just let out that jab. He's got to get back on the jab.
Oh, there's the jab and the left follow-up left from Davis. A rare combination in the early going. A minute left here in the first half of the fight.
So
Davis got to be ahead on the scorecards just based on the output, right, guys?
I would not disagree with that, although Tank is having his...
Davis completely dominated this round by pressuring Martin into the corner over and over, and while Frank managed to rock Davis at the end of the round, it was nowhere near enough to counteract the dominant performance of Gervonta.
That countered, but now Martin had forced to wrestle, and the referee...
There's that look. That Frank missed that left hand. Tank countered with the left uppercut and then the right hook. In that last session right there, Frank Martin covered up well.
Oh, counter left from Frank Martin that jolted Davis.
That's the counter he's been looking for.
Neither fighter has ever been down as a pro. Final 15 seconds left in the seventh. It's been Davis's best round in terms of offensive output, just missing with the left, and it's on cue. It's round 7. It begins.
Or a straight left hand. He's
Single
looking
shots.
He's looking
There's
to
a double jab left from Davis. Now Davis chopping down on Martin. Davis misses with the lead left uppercut, but then follows up with another left hand. And
Davis managed to trap Martin in a corner, landed a left uppercut which stunned him, and followed it with a left that knocked Martin down, and with him not being able to beat the count, Gervonta won by knockout.
if he wants to stay in this fight.
We haven't seen body work from Martin. I want to see that left to the body.
Oh, left uppercut. That's it.
down goes Martin! Mamma mia! 6, 7. It's like Tank Davis scripts this stuff.
Here's the corner. Frank should not be in there. We were talking about that. He's just setting himself up for big trouble here. There's the uppercut, and there's the left hand.
Wow!
Once he stunned him with that uppercut.
Round from your vantage point. Right there. That uppercut.
Yeah. Really, I just didn't see the shot. I didn't see the shot.
And we'll go back. Here we go.
Boom, that's what it was. That's what it was. That's what it was. The brick hand just finished it off. Boom. God damn. One of the greatest clips.
Brilliance of Gervonta Tank Davis and the beauty and brutality of boxing on full.
The undefeated WBA lightweight champion of the world, Gervonta Tank Davis.
In the end, Frank Martin got humbled by Gervonta Davis in the round that Davis called before the fight, and Gervonta moved on to keep his championship belt.
I mean, he got power, you know what I mean, but it's more like he do a great job at landing this big shot, you know. He know how to land that shot, you know, hit guys on the button and just get them up out of there.
Yeah, I knew the way he felt like he wasn't getting back up because he hit his head, you know what I mean, on the mat, you know what I mean, so.
Comment who you think was Gervonta Davis's greatest opponent, and like and subscribe for more. Goodbye.